Virginia schools. We support them all. So school spirited, it's crazy.
Just full of it.
How many Duke's shirts do you own?
0, but my daughter owns a lot.
How many do you own?
1. I wish I still had the one that we have. It's like disintegrated, but it says JMU, the University of Virginia, which is UVA's tagline.
Oh my God.
I know, it was our favorite.
So why are we here, y'all?
You know we are experts on, Nancy?
What?
Planning!
Yeah, we are. Specifically, we make the best planner for college students.
I'm sticking by it.
On the market. And
the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Holds all the things y'all are doing.
And you may ask, why are we the best planner? We're about to show you.
We will show you.
We have 3 different spreads.
Yeah, we do.
We have 4 different spreads that will show you why all of our planners are great for college.
Stressed out and nervous? Econ's got you down? We're here for you.
Are you psyched out by psychology?
Is biology bumming you out?
Let's just jump right into it.
Let's.
Who wants to start?
Go ahead, Mabby.
I will. Okay. I did my spread in the academic portrait planner because that correlates with the semesters of school.
This is our crowd favorite cover.
Tatiana in our Laurel Denise Loves community on Facebook, she had posted a lot about her college, how she's using the planner for her upcoming college semester, and then she emailed me even more details. It was delightful.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
So we took
Thanks, Tatiana.
Yeah.
So we took her info and then tweaked it a bit. My girl Tatiana is going back to school to get her education degree so she can be a teacher.
Oh, bless you.
So we started with here. We put in all of the like events for the year, right?
Love
like
it.
move-in day, classes start, any breaks, and fall.
That's nice.
Homecoming. We have like finals week and things like that. So we
that's
started
really
with
cool.
that because we were feeling a little overwhelmed. So we just started
What
with
a
the
good
things we
view
knew.
of all the things.
Quick
That's
reference.
great.
So we started there, and we filled out the spread for September.
Oh, go Dukes.
Is she going back to JMU?
Oh yes.
Go Dukes.
Did you just make that up, or is she really?
Oh, I made that up.
Okay. Okay.
So she already had started classes at this point, so she knew when there's some upcoming things. Let's look at her schedule first. I think that might make a little more sense. Okay, so we're going to start with her schedule. She wrote her schedule down in the back, and where the classes were located, and the professor's contact, and when the class was. So this is her quick reference. Their office hours are here for the professors' names, their email, things like that. Where the class is located is different than the office hour location.
Yeah, that's always true.
So she took this, and so she already knew her schedule and had it going. So she moved that into her week. So you'll see that she has a little bit of time blocking here for her day, and then any to-dos down here.
I kind of love that about the portrait planner, that you can just do the straight line and then write the thing next to it. It's kind of nice. It leaves room for overlapping appointments.
Right.
I found when I moved into this one.
Soon we'll have the single hour washi
Yep,
tape.
in September.
Put it here so she can see her breaks better, you know, when she's got to get some stuff done. One of the classes she's taking is a practicum, like an observation and reflection class, and she has to check in for those regularly.
Okay.
And those are really important, so she has those on her Fridays. The check-in and reflection is due.
Nice.
She cannot forget those. And in the back is where she has her ongoing growing of how many hours she's done for the semester.
Oh my gosh, that's really
So
cool.
then she can put notes here as she thinks of them before she gets to her reflection on Friday.
Yeah.
So this is her...
Don't forget.
Yep, this is her practicum and reflection check-in on Friday, and then she has to have a cumulative total of hours by the end of the semester.
And this is who she checks in with.
Yep.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So, but she didn't want to forget those, so she started by putting those in. Here, she has a project, a group project here, when it's due, and the people in her group project.
Love that.
And then you'll also have it up here when it's due.
Yeah.
These right there. She has a big investigations of math, you know, project she's working on.
Okay.
So this is kind of her tracking of what she's going to do to keep on pace to get it done. It's
Brilliant.
here. And then she needs to get a job because her practicum isn't paid. You know, it's just a class. So she has a list of things she wants to call to check in and see where they have hours to pick up.
Brilliant.
So she needs to call them all. So you'll see on this week, she needs to finish, she needs to finish putting all her important dates, and then on Monday she wanted to get all the jobs called.
So she split this up, time blocking, and then
to-dos. Like, call grandma's birthday,
Aww.
stuff like that. And so, along with those practicum hours, she did put a log here. Her goal was like 5 hours per week of the month.
Okay.
And then make sure she checked in on the 6th and the 13th. She really did not want to forget those check-ins because Fridays, by then, you're kind of done. She put them in extra places. She wanted to track how her sleep was going.
Great.
And then she has game days in here for football, parents' weekend. You will see that over on this page, she has her budget and bills for first semester. Those are August, September, October, November, December.
Oh, nice.
And then she wants to know like how much she's saving for to make her next payments.
Yeah.
She's determined to learn the fight song.
Aren't we all, sister? Aren't we all?
So that's written down with her little game days.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
This is really great.
So yeah.
Thanks, Tatiana and Mabby.
Thank you.
I love it.
All right, I think that's everything. Is that everything in the back?
Is that everything in the back?
I just did those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay! Madison, James Madison.
We are the
I know, I don't know it.
Madison, James Madison. The Fighting Dukes of JMU.
Never would have thought it.
Fight for glory.
Honors
One. Brighten the lights of Madison.
I don't think I've ever sung that song all the way through. I have so much school spirit.
Do you know your school song?
All I know is that
song.
it ends with UVA, UVA, hooray, UVA.
Yes.
Hoorah.
Nancy has a future in college sports. ESPN. Please do call us.
I've sung that song before. Okay, so Lolly, you're gonna go next.
Okay.
Tell us what you're showing us.
Okay. I did it in a teacher planner because it has the same dates as an academic planner, and I just won't use the extra like lesson planning pages. I did this because I wanted the block layout for this person. So I started like I always start, even for a fake planner person. I did my sticky notes and I was like, where am I gonna put these things, right? Like where on the spread. So I wanted to include those little sticky notes so y'all could see. And then I added more as I was filling it in. We're just gonna pretend it's not in July and it's not a holiday week that I did this in. I just flipped to the first spread to do it, and people make mistakes and there's no planning. Perfect in planning. Okay, this is her reading log over here. What she needs to read when, color-coded for each class. She's clearly an English major. And then I did highlight on her work days, so she works every Wednesday. These colors coordinate with over here. Each course gets like a horizontal little section of it here. So she has like English 211, Lit 201, whatever. And she writes in here the times of those classes, what they were kind of going to do, or any reminders that she needed, like ask professor about the upcoming due date of something, or print the articles to bring to class, like little reminders of things, and then due dates. Even though that's over here too, she also wrote it here, so she could see it in both places. Over here, she put the articles that she needs to read. Like clearly reading is like a massive part of like her assignment and her work. So at each one she does, she checks it off. Even though it's here, it also could be here. It's like, it's so nice to check off one by one, you know?
Yeah.
Our teacher planner doesn't have a Saturday and Sunday, so I just created a little Saturday and Sunday for her over here with like what she was doing when. And then these are her tasks. I used a highlighter to separate this section out. So finish report, update profile info, buy Jen's birthday gift. Like it can either be class specific tasks or, you know, just life.
That's nice, especially when she has so much reading to do.
I know.
It's like you read something and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy.
Okay, I'm gonna do that thing. Yeah, like a little break in my brain. And then her appointments, spin class, coffee, walks, whatever it is. To do that with that, I gave her a budget over here that I found from the internet. And this is incomes, expenses, balance. She wants to save for spring break, so she'll put that in there. I'm sure there's a better way to set this up. I'm not a budgeting expert. I just would put it here if I were gonna do that. And then this is her study log that I found this on Pinterest, And I was like, it's like one of the Bujo, you know, kind of planning methods that people do, but I thought this would be the perfect space. And I think like the point of our planner is that you can take a lot of those bullet journaling methods, all of those things that you see on Pinterest and all these like beautiful ideas, and there's space in these planners to do the exact same thing. So this is where I would have put that idea that I got, which is very pleasing and would definitely make me want to study more.
Yes.
Like so cool.
Those long lines.
I know, man. I was being realistic. You know, 4 hours of studying.
That's a lot.
Although I do work for 4 hours. Anyway, this is her to do this month little thing. And then these are goals. So I gave her just some little goals that she colors in, because the teacher planner doesn't have habit tracking. So she doesn't necessarily want to track like a ton of habits. She just wants to make these smaller goals. And I feel like this is very pleasing to color in every time you do the thing.
Yeah.
This kind of goes back to our habit tracking, where we were like, make it realistic, and it was like journal for 15 days, not 31 days, or
oh my God,
like save like no coffee shops for 15 days, not the full month, and then save 100 for spring break. Each of these is like $20 or whatever. So you do it bit, but if you break it down, then you feel like, oh, I've done a little bit. I'm doing a little bit. Not nothing. I'm doing like a tiny little bit. So that was pretty fun.
Obtainable goals.
Yeah, obtainable.
And even though, like in my habit tracker, I have it's like do it for 15 days.
Yeah.
But you still have the 31
the empty bubbles. Yeah.
This is so much more satisfying.
Yeah, like without the numbers in or whatever. If you wanted, you could even just put a little line through those bubbles on the habit tracker if you wanted, you know.
I would give yourself 2 bubbles for every one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, exactly. So this is my planner spread. Her name is Rosa, if you guys were wondering. This is Rosa's planner.
I see great things for Rosa. I love these boxes, and then how you split up classes, and then
I like
lines here, making it a different section.
Yeah,
So
and
smart.
a lot of people do something similar with the vertical weekly planner. They draw in horizontal lines. But for this one, I just felt like she didn't really need a full Saturday and Sunday, so I was okay with this, and the lines are already printed in there, which feels really nice.
Thank you for showing.
Oh, you're so welcome. So happy to be here today. Okay, this one is from an official. Do you want to do this one?
A real college student?
An official college student.
Sure, I'll talk about this one.
Okay, yay. She is a nursing major. Right after you say, I'll talk about it, I just took over. Aren't you so glad?
Well, I was going to actually ask you.
Oh, well then.
What's her name?
Her name is Claire. She is a nursing student at JMU. Go Dukes. And this is how she filled out her portrait planner.
What she started with is her class schedule over here.
I love that.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then she has habit tracking down here. She's taking a Duolingo class because she's going to Italy.
She's so awesome.
Yeah. And also gym and anatomy Quizlet. What I'm learning from this spread is that being a nursing student is hard.
Quizlet is like a little. Do you know what a Quizlet is? It's like how it's like online. I
Like
kind of
you
understand
test
for my
yourself?
teenagers. It's like little quizzes you take to like learn and take every day. Kind of like Duolingo, lesson a day. It's like a little quiz every day for anatomy to help break it down so it's not. Anatomy is not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The word Quizlet really pleases me. I would have really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You can make Quizlets and all of that.
But if we had had that, it would have been nice.
Oh,
that just
so
feels
many
like
fun
a
things like
nicer
that
way
now.
than
I
like
know.
pop, quiz, Quizlet.
Yeah.
Just a little Quizlet. Oh, I'm into it.
Okay. And then she used her categorized list to make her workout schedule.
She's a big worker
Her
out
list.
there.
Leg day, chest and shoulders, backs and buys. And then she has her key for her highlighting up here.
I love it.
Now this is where it gets really cool because she has just organized her whole month so well. Let's see, exams, I feel like that's important to have those nice and bright.
Oh, look, and she did an underline for a quiz. Cute highlight.
She has meetings, she has her fun things like JMU family weekend and her lunch with her mom.
Yeah.
Then she has gym events over here. And then she has this thing called Charg,
So
which
fun.
Lolly had to explain to me. It is like a sorority, but for girls who want to like work out and weight train.
And like fitness. And like they'll have crafting nights. It's like a healthy, it's so great. They like teach, you know, college age women how to lift and how to like feel at home in a gym that's typically male dominated probably. So So cool.
So cool. Look, Charg, big little reveal on the quad.
So cute.
Then there's her note side.
She shared with me in her other planner that were like random pages, and she was like, sometimes I would just take notes there that I like needed to review constantly. So that's what's here.
That's smart.
I know.
Then she has her carpal bones up here. This is what's great about the portrait planner is you do have note space all the way up here. You can
I do like that.
note space here.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Her advisor questions. Because like you think of these randomly and you're like, oh yeah, what should I ask her?
My sister took this anatomy class at JMU. It was
Oh,
killer.
yeah.
Claire's very smart.
I mean,
But I remember like the carpal, like my sister would like test say the bone, like here, give me your hand, and just practice to say all the bones.
I think we have more note space back here too.
That she used exam review focus. Oh, it's
yellow. It's yellow.
Cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then here's her week. She has just her to-do this week is here with just meetings and...
Oh, look at that. Preference form due next week. Like she wrote a little reminder like, hey, that's coming up.
Smart.
That's so smart.
And then she
her
has her
things.
to-do lists every day.
She shared with me that part of her joy of planning is choosing which color she's going to check off her tasks with each day. And so these don't coordinate with anything, but they just bring her joy. Isn't that fun?
So fun.
I know. I like this too. She wrote a little reminder. Pack lunch. 'Cause it's probably long.
This is making me like think that I could go back to college. And I don't think it would be that hard. This is making college look doable, but also difficult. Oh, also it looks like up here she doesn't time block, but she writes her times up here. 7 p.m., 10 a.m., 4 p.m.
Oh, like moves
like
it in
random
the box.
stuff if it's different than this.
Yeah.
She also shared that a lot of times she'll keep her time blocked calendar on her phone, but she doesn't always want to look at her phone, so she doesn't even really
Look
do
how she
that
moves
all the
it
time.
to the top when it's earlier in the day and later in the day.
Yes.
Go, Claire.
Well done, real college students.
Sorry, summer mom. I need to go call my kid.
Oh.
I know. She's texting me like crazy.
Okay, go.
Classic summer schedule.
Classic
here in
summer
Laurel
schedule.
Denise.
Sorry to lose Mabby.
This gives us now we can look at Aileen's planner.
Oh, let's look at Aileen's planner.
Yeah.
Ailleen created a profile for Georgiana, Georgie for short, in
Cute.
the Stamp Collector Mini Vertical Weekly Edition. It's really cute.
I love this cover.
I know. I love it too so much. Okay. Georgie's in a sorority, and she also works at the library.
Okay.
She has a little in her sorority, and she's super involved in the sorority's philanthropic events. That's a really hard word to say.
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, really hard. So,
But not hard for Georgie.
not hard for Georgie. Girlfriend knows what's up. So she split her day, which we all know I love in the vertical planner. She did priorities up here, morning, what she's doing, and then afternoon, what she's doing. Also, can we all just take a moment to admire Aileen's handwriting? I feel like the heavens are singing from above. It's amazing. She also did some cool color coding here, personal and school. She didn't color code any of this, which I actually kind of love because that would overwhelm me to have it all. This color coding system over here coordinates with personal and school, but it also coordinates with what's on her little insert over here, which we'll go over.
Okay.
Looks like she's doing to do this week, very similar to how you would use it to do this week. So we flipped over. She has her habits here. We didn't fill any in for Georgie, but I have a feeling she would definitely fill them in.
Yes.
Okay, so this is from our Planet Pack insert pack. She used a checklist to do, this whole column is important dates for the fall. And she can like do it in and out since it's an insert. So she'll move this month to month. And then this is her schedule. So work at library schedule, French, whatever that is for the whole entire semester, physics, photography, modern art, seminar. And then these colors like go over here. I'm guessing with like tests.
Oh, yeah.
Something super important, a deadline, a due date. No details again in there except for like parents in town, random chapter meetings, stuff like that, or like when her big event is. Indicators. Hey, you got something that day, you know? And then she used, I know, I love that too, right? Then she used this other, this is also in the Planet Pack, and this is how she is breaking down the Pancakes for Parkinson's philanthropy event. This is like the date that it is. And so she broke down, here's the project. She broke down all the little tasks and she did a check mark for like when they're going to happen.
This is amazing.
So cool. Yeah, I love that. I think that like such a great use. I think another cool use of this, if you're planning a whole thing, would be like one color could be when you ordered or when you did it, and then one color is like when it's going to be delivered, like different check marks.
Yeah,
you know, so you could track like I did order those are coming on the 12th. We're good to go. And then her other one project is Emily's surprise party. So as you can see, that one's shorter, but she checked off when it needed to happen, that it did happen, and that's that. I like this spread. I feel like this is actually really transferable to normal life too.
Yeah.
Like super duper. She used these cute little itty bitty sticky notes, and these things move every week. So she just moves them to where they go every single week, so she doesn't have to rewrite it, or every month pay rent. I love this spread.
Yeah.
Georgie's the cutest. Aline did a killer job on this.
I think Georgie's gonna get elected as sorority president.
I think that's what she's after, and honestly, I'd vote for her.
Same.
Yeah. Thanks, Georgie, for coming to OMG Planners.
Yay! Oh, and actually, we have one other spread. Ooh. This is a spread from our Laurel Denise Loves Facebook group. Shout out to the Facebook group. This person uses it for their grad school. This is their month. 7 o'clock mod Zoom. Yeah. Every Monday. Assignments due every Sunday. Like, great.
Map it out. See it.
And then on the project planner side, we have their due dates. Isn't this cool?
This is super cool. So she just writes down what's due for each week.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's really, and if you had a fifth day of the week, you could, a fifth week of the month, you could either use a project planner insert, or you could just draw a line here and have that be the fifth.
This totally makes sense.
Yeah, this absolutely makes sense.
And then her assignments into
and then she could, if she wanted, go through and put her own break it down dates for when these things are due in that month. I love this. And this is great because I was assigned a project planner for this YouTube and I didn't do one. Because I break the rules. So I am really happy that somebody did a project planner.
Rule breakers don't get elected sorority president.
They don't. Darn it. I was rush share.
Really?
I really was.
Oh, then
of course I was. I mean, come on. Okay, yay.
Yay. Okay, hopefully Mabby...
This is really great.
Mabby's done on her call by now. Come on back, Mabby.
Come on, man.
Oh, how are the kids?
They're fine.
Everybody's good?
A question about watermelon that had to be apparently answered right away.
It's an urgent watermelon.
Summer.
I hope it didn't fall on the kitchen floor, and that was the urgent question.
No, it was, can she use the melon baller to do all the balls for the watermelon?
So pleasing.
It's just a yes, kid.
It's just a yes.
You didn't have to text me.
It's a yes. Yeah. So
all right.
obedient.
Well, this was so fun. Thanks for watching along.
I feel like I'm going to go take a nap on the quad right now. And skip my screen printing class. What was I thinking?
I skip Russian Lit the most.
Well, duh.
Once a week. I don't know
I would
how
skip that all the time.
I fell asleep in a history class and I drooled on myself.
So we know the portrait is sold out. It is coming back for 2025. You can redate it if you're a student. A lot of people have been doing that, which is like so fun. And we are going to get the crowd favorite cover back, but not probably until mid-fall. We'll have a new cover for 2025.
In just a few weeks.
Yeah. Fun. That is not that long.
Well, what's our sign off then? May your foam fingers be
fabulous.
Fabulous?
Wiggly. More cowbell.
Rah, rah, rah. Is your history class giving you a hysterectomy? If your history class is giving you that, like, you should probably
leave that school.
You are not in a safe space.